All right.
I'd like to call order the King County Forest Reserve Finance.
What am I even doing?
Committee meeting
Microphone?
of Tuesday, June 25th. Have everybody online?
I'm missing.
Everybody online?
Nope.
We do have a forum.
Yes.
So we will have a meeting. Approval of the minutes from May 28th. Could someone make a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I think I'm part of the committee then, because if there's five, I'm part of the, I would ask for unanimous consent for the approval of the minutes of the meeting for May 28th, 2024.
Any,
Are we just skipping roll call?
any more against?
Are we just throwing
Oh,
caution to the
oh,
wind
did-
here?
Well, I didn't see it on the agenda. We'll have roll call.
We don't have to, it's fine.
I know who's there.
Okay, there you go. That's all that matters.
Roll call, please.
Berman,
Herman's here.
Caius,
Caius present.
Allen, Gums, Juby,
Should be here.
Leonard,
Leonard here.
Sanchez, Tepe,
Deputy here.
Williams. Hey, you have a quorum?
Thank you. We have, we did give approval for minutes. Any public comments? Well, is Deb Allen on?
Yeah.
Miss Allen, you may have, are we all in favor of Miss Allen having access to?
Actually, it's kind of you to offer, but I didn't do any of the protocol. If it's okay, I'll just listen in.
Well, I don't, you can speak.
You can vote.
Vote. All right. Bids and proposals. We have anything in bids and proposals?
No.
New and unfinished business. We have TMP 24-2427, a resolution approving the purchase of six zero-turn mowers for the operations department.
Deputy moves.
30 seconds.
We have a motion and a second. You want to tell us anything about this?
Director of Operations, Jeremy Jensen, is going to take this.
Very good.
All right, good afternoon. Here to present information to consider the approval for the purchase of six zero-turn lawnmowers. These were all budgeted under the fiscal year 24-25 budget process under three different requests. Kind of broke them down here a little bit. The first one was mower 424 and 425. Those have reached their 10-year life expectancy and have exceeded 1,600 hours. Mower 424 is currently out of service due to needing hydraulic drive motors that exceed the value of the operational mower once it's repaired. The additional four mowers up for replacement are 2018 Toro Z Master 5000 propane models, which was an alternative fuel source we attempted. Those mowers are no longer being produced, and we've had a 6-year run of inconsistency and problems relating to the performance of them. So at this time, we're requesting those to be replaced. All six will be replaced with Toro Z Master 6000 60-inch cut mowers with 31 horsepower engines, which is consistent with our most recent purchases. We're requesting to utilize the Sourcewell Joint Purchasing Program. Ralph Helm Inc. of Elgin, Illinois is an authorized dealer with a 20% reduction over MSRP. That gives us a total savings underneath this presentation for $33,840.18. Funding was budgeted beginning July 1st. Will be available $68,000 under South Operations Machinery and Equipment and $34,000 additional dollars for North Operations under Machinery and Equipment for a total of $102,000. At this time, we're recommending the committee approve the purchase of 6 zero-turn mowers from Ralph Helm for a total cost of $96,900. $923.52.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Berman,
Berman, yes.
Caius,
Caius, yes.
Allen,
Alan, I.
Gums,
Gums, yes.
Juby,
Juby, I.
Leonard,
Leonard, yes.
Sanchez. Pepe,
Deppie, yes.
Williams. It's approved.
Thank you. I'd like a motion to go into closed session to discuss license agreements.
Leonard moves.
Deputy Leonard. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed?
Let's do roll call on this one.
Roll call, please.
Berman,
Berman, yes.
Caius,
Caius, yes.
Allen,
Alan, I.
Gums,
Gums, aye.
Juby,
Juby, I.
Leonard,
Leonard, aye.
Sanchez. Tepe,
Deppie, yes.
Williams. It's approved.
Here we're, specifically, oh, we got some, that's right, Deb Allen's on it. Yes, please.
Do we have to roll call?
We need to take a roll call and to see who's present.
For attendance, Berman,
Attendance, Berman, here.
Caius,
Caius present.
Allen. Gums. Juby,
Juby here.
Leonard,
Leonard here.
Sanchez. Pepe,
Deppie here.
Williams. And do I have Miss Allen?
I got my microphone back, so yes, Alan present. Thank you.
Thank you. Gums? Uniform?
Mr. Chairman, this is Alan. Michelle just typed in a message that she's missing audio. I have it, so I don't know. Maybe it's just her computer.
I'll record that. Thank you.
You bet.
And did we, I'm sorry, Mr. Chairman, this is Caius. Point of order, do we officially approve Gums?
No,
We did not.
did not. But this is approved.
I do have an email that
Oh, do
she,
you?
yeah, that
Okay.
she wasn't able to attend, so.
Still need to be approved.
You have-
Still
We'll-
need to
we'll
be
approve it.
approved.
Well, then we should approve her. All those in favor of having her online, good. Are we all set?
Mr. Berman,
Yeah.
I have other questions before we leave the meeting.
Oh, good. We're not ready to go yet.
In like closed session and exec, you mean?
We're back in open session. We don't need
Yeah.
a roll call.
I believe you just, do we need a roll call or, yeah,
You just need to establish quorum.
do we need a roll
Roll
call?
call, please.
Berman,
Here.
Caius,
Caius present.
Allen,
Alan present.
Gums,
Gums here.
Juby,
Juby here.
Leonard,
Leonard here.
Sanchez. Pepe,
Deppie here.
Williams.
Mhm.
We have quorum.
Communications.
Something sweet.
Something sweet. You can skip. So we've had conversations about promoting speed on the trails, and we want to remind people that the speed limit on all our trails is 15 miles per hour. So we came up with the character Max 15, who's on the lower left, and you're going to be seeing Max 15 on a number of our flyers and on our social media. And it's basically just to remind people to ride either conventional bikes or e-bikes at 15 miles an hour or under.
I like Max 15.
I like Max 15 too. I'll
Keep it
count him as
simple.
sweet. Program highlights, we've completed 2 of our weeks of summer camps so far, and we adapted one of our camps for a mobility impaired camper. That went really well. We've had some amazing feedback from both of those sessions. We were at Aurora Green Fest and had 250 people stop by the table. And then we offered 4 cicada programs, although I'm not quite sure how they did 4 cicada programs without very many cicadas here in King County, but
Bus
Barb's
trip.
staff is amazing, so I'm sure they did a good job. Seed team is back on Wednesdays. Come out and join us for harvesting seed to help reestablish plant communities out in the forest preserves. We'll provide the buckets and hand tools. You just bring a bottle of water and yourself and work gloves if you like. Our next seed harvest is tomorrow from 9 to noon at Dick Young Forest Preserve, and they'll be every Wednesday. If you follow us on social media, we'll tell you where the seed harvests will be.
Hmm.
The last thing I had, and that was the last thing I had.
Thank you.
Very good. Any questions?
I
Comments?
have questions about other stuff.
All right, Mr. Kenyon.
What are you doing about the Red Gate Bridge Trail?
Currently, we are under contract with Bench to investigate.
I can't hear you very well.
Up, up.
And I'm sure Gums can't either.
We currently have a contract with Benish to look at the engineering, to look at the structural and figure out a long-term plan.
When are you gonna fix it? I mean, you guys are as smart as anybody you hire. You can tell whether it can be fixed. My personal opinion.
Mr. Chairman, can I make a comment? I was approached by one of my voters that live nearby. They said it's horrendous. The repairs that are being done, the plywood is starting to delaminate, so it's actually making it more dangerous.
We'll get
And-
sued. We'll get sued if somebody gets hurt.
And,
Then you won't have to worry about a lot of things.
and I'm probably gonna do a site visit, take pictures. It's pretty-
So it admittedly, it is in serious condition and we have ordered boards to do some replacements this year, but one of the things, the reason we hired Benish back in the fall is staff has gotten to a point where we cannot keep up with the deterioration on that bridge. It's only 12 years old and the rapid rate that it is deteriorating, what we have heard is that it was possibly something in the preservative of the wood that they used when it was originally installed that is not holding up. So we can continue to replace boards, but the problem is as soon as we replace them, more boards are gone. And if you've seen Red Gate Bridge, it's not so much the bridge, it's the boardwalk that goes back and forth along the side. It's massive. So the contract with Benish right now is, and Jeremy's team's working on it. Our staff's going to go in, we're going to pull up a bunch of the boards and they're going to take a look at the superstructure. So they had given us a report originally to look at the top portion. So just the boards that you can see from the surface. And basically they recommended that we would need to redeck the entire thing. That's hundreds of thousands of dollars to redeck that whole thing. Before we went down the rabbit hole of redecking that, we want to make sure that the superstructure is not experiencing the same decline that we just can't see. So that's kind of where we're at right now, is that they're coming in. We're going to be pulling the boards up in certain areas this summer so that they can take a real good look at what's going on underneath the bridge to make sure that the problems we have on the surface are not underneath. If they are underneath, then all the redecking in the world isn't going to fix the problem. It's going to be a much bigger problem. So that's where we're at right now, is just that. We've been trying to keep up with it for years and it's just too much. It's too rapid. A 12-year-old bridge shouldn't be having to be redecked in 12 years. Jeremy can probably attest to that. He's redecked a lot of our bridges. But I would hate for the district to allocate $200,000 to $300,000 or more to redeck that bridge, only to find out that the same situation that's going on the surface is actually going on underneath.
I agree. I agree with that. Just my concern is we're essentially opening to a lawsuit.
100%. Are you advocating for the patch itself needs to be replaced while we get a superstructure fix? Is that what you're saying? That there's.
I haven't been
plywood-
there personally, so I always like to visit
We
the
could
site
go.
in person.
I've-
Do you want to?
I'll go out with you. Yeah,
Okay.
take a look.
You might have to close it,
Yeah.
We may, and,
We just-
but you're gonna have to move faster.
Yeah.
We could get a pontoon boat to go back and forth. Yeah.
we were trying to come up with signage that we could put out there too, to just kind of make the public aware that it's not that we're ignoring the situation. We're just trying to figure out the extent of the damage and then how to properly address it in the long run. So
We can do another sign, then
Beware.
the bridge guard.
I'll be out there tomorrow.
Oh,
We'll, we
St.
can take a
Charles.
look and we'll get.
Okay,
we'll get
let me
you
look at my
one
schedule
done.
and we can.
Is that it, Mr. Kenyon?
I want to ask about the field on Plank Road that's not planted. Are you turning one of those over to weeds or,
Which field on Plank?
no, it's about close to Muirhead. Go,
yeah, so.
Yeah. go drive down Plank Road. You cannot miss it. You don't have to hire an expert.
Which one? So that's the north side of Muirhead. That might be it's the big field just around Thoreau's
Where they're raising the road.
shop where they work on the garage there. That's part of the mitigation bank that got
Why did you get rid of the weeds?
yeah, so it's got cover crop growing into it. It has a bunch of
Nothing
weeds.
growing there but weeds.
Our tractors are moving up there. That's joint responsibility between us and V3. So areas of that are set to become wetland that V3 are in control of. The areas outside of that are Mesic Prairie are for us to control. We do have that on our mowing list. As the tractors move through the county, we've got one tractor in the shop, one tractor moving around the county mowing weeds. And that one is on the list to get establishment mowing.
I will be watching.
Yeah.
There's
It is on the list, yeah.
Getting cranky,
All right.
getting cranky,
Hey,
cranky farmer.
has everybody had an opportunity to speak? I entertain a motion for adjournment.
No comment?
I have. No comment.
I like that.
Oh, it's been too much fun.
I move we adjourn.
Second.
Leonard seconds.
All those
You're right
in favor say
again.
Aye.
Oh, ready again. Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
We're out here.